welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying the adventures. And today the beautiful scenery out the window. Figured I'd angle the camera a little bit because it's pretty beautiful out here through Texas. It's interesting. Desert, mountain, I don't know. It's pretty cool. So I thought I'd share it with you. All right, today we're going to talk about time management and a little bit about Elog, okay? So, time management. Why is it important and what does that look like? It's important so that way you can feel more rested, you're less likely to be fatigued while driving, you're going to be overall better health because it's important for your body to be able to have this proper deep rest at a regular time every single day. That's how our body is meant to operate, not whenever you get to sleeping, you sleep. So you want to try to make sure that you're sleeping the same bubble of time in a 24-hour period. So you're always going to bed within an hour, either before or after, so that way there's not a huge gap. So for us, what does that look like? Well, when we were running our dedicated route, or even now, we always try to make sure that we're stopping and starting at the same times. So right now, at 3 p.m., I stop driving, and then I will stay up for a little bit. When we stop driving, we eat, shower, and fuel, all that good stuff. And then I'll stay up until about 6 o'clock or so. And then Scott's driving at that time. He started driving, I think around 4 o'clock today or so. So he'll be driving, and then he'll stop driving by 2 a.m. Then we'll eat again and then hit the road. So I am hitting the road at 3 a.m. And we'll keep that cycle so that way we're always stopping and starting around the same time. So around 3 a.m. till, yes, y'all are like, well, that's 12 hours. How can you do 3 to 3? By the time you count in your breaks, your half-hour break, 15-minute breaks, get to the bathroom, eating, and all that such things, then that takes that 12-hour span and shortens it to your actual drive time, okay? So we're always going to bed around the exact same time. So that way we get really into the circadian rhythm and the rhythm of things, and we're able to sleep better because our body's expecting to go to sleep at that time. And this goes for the same if you're a team drivers or you're a single driver. You want to try to keep that same routine all the time. And I know some of you over the road single drivers are going to say, well, that's tough. When I get my load, I get my load. Well, it's all what you allow your dispatcher to bully you into. I understand you're out here earning a paycheck, but if you allow your dispatcher to bully you and say, oh no, that's got to go, you got to make the run, you got to drive now, that's what's going to happen, okay? So try to set boundaries for yourself and for your dispatcher, and try to always be sleeping and driving around the exact same time every day, so you're less likely to have an accident, you're going to be overall healthy. So hopefully that's helpful. Elog. What does that look like for the Elog? Well, it's the same as a paper log. There's really not much of a difference. Some of y'all complain about, oh, it takes so much more time or it's more difficult, blah, 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 blah. Once you adjust to it, we found that it's actually a little bit easier because you're not trying to sit there and add, because y'all know what's happened to you where you get down to the end, it's the end of your shift, and you have to go to the end and you're adding up your time. You got 8 hours here, 3 hours there, and you can never come up with 24 hours. You're like, what happened? I promise I can do simple math, but for some reason you just can't get 24. Okay, Elogs, it does it for you. You don't even have to think. You just push the button, it does the countdown, it tells you when you're out of hours, and it's done. Can you cheat the Elog like you can cheat the paper log? Yes. Am I going to sit here and tell you how to cheat the Elog? No! I'm going to tell you to be an honest, good person, okay? So, yes, you can cheat it, but I don't recommend it because now that's even more documentation because it sends it back to a computer. So if you get yourself in an accident and you happen to kill someone or there's a fatality in the accident, it's tacked on someone's computer, okay? You could be charged with vehicular manslaughter a lot easier than if the paper just disappears, okay? So be smart about it. The Elog is really not that bad. Just adjust to it. Yeah, sometimes it is difficult when you're stuck in an accident and your time's ticking away. But if you know the highway shut down, just go over to the button, hit log off, and start your lunch break, okay? And then it's not counting towards your drive time. Yes, is it going to count towards your overall drive time or your operating hours for the day? It's going to, but it was going to do that regardless when you're on a paper log, okay? So just go over there, click off, and as long as you're not moving more than 5 miles per hour typically, it'll allow you to keep tracking that. So if you're just careful and you inch up in traffic, then it's going to keep allowing it to, you know, to accumulate that half hour, hour off, whatever it takes to get the highway back open. So that's not necessarily cheating the log, that's just also driving safer during the highway shutdown, because you don't really need to be all of a sudden speeding up more than 5 miles per hour to catch the truck in front of you that's just going to hit the brakes. Okay, so that's what time management looks like for us. That's how we kind of do the Elog and our input on that. Hopefully that helps you all. Like I said, make sure you're sleeping and driving in the same window of opportunities every single 24 hours. So I do from 3P to 3A and vice versa for Scott. It helps us feel a lot more rested. Scott's less likely to feel tired. He's really big on routine, sleep routine, so that really helps him a lot. Hopefully that helps you. Just pick the time wherever you find out if it's a dedicated route, whenever you're due into that time, so adjust your hours accordingly, whether it's 11P to 11A, whatever it might be. All right, guys? So hopefully that helps, and you have enjoyed this adventure, and you've enjoyed the beautiful scenery. And until next time, stay safe, drive safe, and we'll see ya. Bye.